Got her how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Okay, ready? 57 to Mike. Ready? Come on, let's go. Tight dog. Shoot!
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
You got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You don't want it? Check 60. Hatchet. Check. Crunch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
We own them. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check nickel. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they're get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. This is Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
On the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Seahawks 14, Falcons 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like it. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, Carson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Seahawks.
These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
Now Wilson on first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 10-yard
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. From the gun, Wilson escaping the press. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They run. It's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play when they got 16. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
57, Mike 57.
2nd and 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, living Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destination.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Todd Gurley. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, man. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come
on. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
In the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check 50, check 50. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Falcons 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Seahawks.
They run it with Carson. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now a draw play for Gurley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Gurley, the ball.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again they run with Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On the carry.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
I got you. Months 56. Tighten up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. The Seahawks send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Stop your body.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the counter, Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Aitman, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
57, Mike, 57.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
My spot 4, my spot 4, my spot 4. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 3, check 3.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Penny. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. They'll run it again with Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First and 10. At their own 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man, it's Aitman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Wildfield. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Know your job. 57 is the Mike. Rock 57.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's final
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.